Today we are doing my official first Skarlet Starlet Q&A video. Woo! So today I'm going to be doing my Q&A to celebrate getting 1,000 YouTube subscribers. However, it's taken me like a hot minute to make this video, right? So like I apologize about that. You know what? Better late than never, right? So I asked you guys through various social medias to submit some questions for my Q&A, and luckily several of you decided to participate. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right in here and answer some of these questions, right? I'm excited. Alrighty, so my first question comes from Piper Mache. Now Piper says, your videos seriously kill me every time. You are too damn funny. Question, how did you come up with your drag name? So a lot of people ask me where I got my name from, right? Like, I get asked that shit all the time, and I think it has a lot to do with the fact that my name is in a Lana Del Rey song, which just so happens to be, like, the most wild coincidence of all time. Let me give you some background on it. I kind of come from a background of listening to, like, metal music and shit like that, so I really wanted my name to be, like, badass and sound like a band name. My mom's always told me that if she would have had a girl, she would have named it Skarlet, so I was like, well, that's cool, I'll kind of play off that. And then Skarlet Starlet just kind of like came from that, right? And initially I wasn't going to use it because there was already this bitch on Facebook who like has like this, she's a part of like some singing quartet or whatever, and they're called the Skarlet Starlets, and I was like, fuck, missed out. But then I was like, fuck it, I don't care, I'm still going to use it, right? I swear to God, like 4 months later, Lana Del Rey drops her first single, Born to Die. I love it instantly. I got the album right when it came out. I'm listening to track 2, Off to the Races, and bitch says Skarlet Starlet in the song, and I was like, oh hell, God almighty. So yes, that song is near and dear to me because it was God's confirmation that that will be my drag name. Yeah, and that's where my drag name came from. On to the next question. So our next question comes from Mr. R. Pasterio. Whew, I can't say that shit at all. When did you realize this is how Skarlet Starlet would look? Cause girl, you paint fierce. I know I do. I don't know, like, I just played around with my face a lot. A little secret of mine is that, like, I'm kind of like a Photoshop wizard, right? Okay? I tried out a lot of different looks on my face in Photoshop and just kind of found what works best for it. At least what I think works best for it. And so, you know, I just, you know, duplicated what I was doing in Photoshop in real life. On to the next question. So the Prince of Vanity would like to know, where do you get your accessories, wardrobe, costumes, and wigs? XXXX. Let me tell you what, like I scour the internet and cheap-ass, hood-ass ghetto wig shops for all of this. That's where all this comes from. eBay, Amazon. I just get my hairs from wherever, girl. Like, all over the place. I go to like the most hood-ass fucking shops imaginable and score hair. On to the next question. So Lauren Wright says, couldn't take my eyes off your necklace. Work! If you could lip sync one song for the rest of your life, what would it be? Fuck, that's like a really hard question, right? I am a music lover. I'm a music connoisseur. I have an insane playlist with so many different songs that I love. Just refining it to one is going to be really, really challenging. So give me just a second to think here. Fuck, I really don't know. I don't know. Next question. Alright, so the Phoenix Lewis asks, have you ever auditioned for Drag Race? If not, what are you waiting for? Love you, bye. No, I have not auditioned for RuPaul's Drag Race. And I will not until I have a wardrobe that is comparable to Roxy Andrews, okay? Or Ivy Winters, one of the two. Do I have enough shit to bust out, like, I mean, easily over, like, I need to have over 20 drag looks that are, like, showstoppers that I can drag to RuPaul's Drag Race. And I just don't have that yet. So our next question comes from user MNTM027. For Q&A, when and why did you start doing drag? Smiley face. Oh, And second Q&A, when the fuck are you applying for season 6 of RuPaul's Drag Race? You are fucking fierce and I fucking love you. Well bitch, I love your motherfucking ass too. Alright, so I answered the second question already. Let's address the first question. Why did I start doing drag? The fuel for the fire that is me wanting to do drag came from season 2 of RuPaul's Drag Race. I fell in love with Raven and I was just really blown away by the transformation that she made. You know, Raven was a little bit more of a masculine character, I would think, in the drag world. And I really kind of identified with that a little bit more because I've never been like wildly effeminate. And just seeing how like goddamn gorgeous she was once she got all made up, it just blew my mind, right? And it just got in my head, and next thing you know, a bitch is in the bathroom trying makeup that he got from CVS, and then it was just a natural progression from there. You know, I have a background in art. I've done makeup for my friends since I've been in like high school, so I have a lot of experience playing around with it, and I love makeup. I love the art of transformation. And so it just all kind of like meshed and melded together in drag. Alright, next question please. So our next question comes from ZoMyGod Here's my only question. How the hell are you so pretty and smart? I can't seem to figure it out. I don't know. Alright, so our next question this evening comes from Fairy Warlock. Black and gold is so in right now, good choice. That really wasn't a question, I just wanted to throw it in there because it's accurate. And yes, black and gold is super in. I'm actually quite a trend whore and I'm glad that you noticed. Okay, this is gonna be my last question for the evening. So, Mary Elos Gas some shit wants to know, questions. How did you choose your drag name? And who are your biggest inspirations? Okay, bye. Alright, so I've already answered about my drag name. I get asked that a lot, as you can see. On to my biggest drag inspirations, because that's really a great question. My biggest drag inspiration, hands down, of all time, has to be Marilyn Manson. I fell in love with Marilyn Manson when I was in like 6th grade. And it was back when he was at like the height of his popularity, back when his album Antichrist Superstar was out. Another one of my inspirations would be RuPaul, just because he's perfection. I mean, he's supermodel of the world. He is mother. RuPaul is extremely level-headed. He's a very nice, genuine person, and I identify with that. Those are my top 2 drag inspirations. They really kind of motivate me to keep doing what I'm doing. So yeah, if you have any more questions, feel free to throw them down here in the comments below, because I'm sure at some point in time I'll do another Q&A. Probably when I hit 2,000 subscribers. So yeah, go ahead and throw more questions at me if you have them. I hope that you enjoyed this Q&A session. It was really fun to do. I'm so glad that you guys, you know, actually are interested in knowing things about me. Be sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to everything I do. Follow me across all social networking medias. All that is down in the description box below. Take care. Goodbye.